Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to vlog 4 of Scott's Takes on this lovely overcast Monday morning of June 7th, 2021. So now in vlog 4, we've seen 3 of them. This one, we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to get right into business. And the first take's going to be the update on my keto diet. So over the last week or two, I've had the opportunity to talk to several people that have been on the keto diet in the past, what foods to eat, what not to. And one of the most interesting conversations I had with somebody over the last couple of weeks is how we become anal on carbs. So literally when I'm eating every meal, I'm checking how many carbs, how many calories, and it's kind of like a fixation, which kind of makes it a little dangerous, right?
I want to be at 1,800 calories instead of the normal 2,000, 200 less calories per day.
I've been eating a lot less the last 2 weeks or so, but I've been losing a lot of weight. But then again, you kind of got to train the body when you get off of keto to be whoa, your body's kind of not used to eating all those carbs and so forth. So I got to be cognizant of really keeping my nutrition, making sure it's healthy, and not doing something to damage the keto diet when you get off of it. So that's going to be a real big test over the next 3-4 months. I'll probably be on the keto for the next 3-4 months. They say you can only be on it for 6 months of how I transition from there, whether I go to a watch my carb diet and pretty much go back to eating anything but healthy food and so forth. So that's what I've learned a lot too. I've been hiking a lot, been averaging just under 20,000 steps. So I'm staying consistent, most importantly. But love to hear your tips about it, and great recipes I've been given by several people. Jonathan Jick included, one of my former colleagues from IMG College Ticket Solutions. He's been a great resource. So I really appreciate it, and let's talk about it anytime. I really have been enjoying the keto experience. But take number 2 is definitely a topic that's been on my mind, and I briefly mentioned it in vlog 1. So let's talk about outsourcing in college athletics, right? So it makes sense in some ways, and I think that all the companies that are outsourced, that's my expertise, is ticketing. So the IMG College Ticket Solutions, the Aspire groups, Tamer, the other ones, they provide a great source and they know what they're doing. Right? But it comes to a point where if I'm an associate AD of business operations, they call it external operations in the college athletic lingo world, I'm going to find a way to have it in-house. Number 1, first and foremost, it's just a healthier combination of being in-house under one roof instead of having a vendor run your ticket sales and having employees being paid by somebody else. I don't believe in that model, right? And number 2, why share revenue split? Why share between 18 and 40% based on all ticket sales, based on the sales team sells? And why not just do it in-house and save that revenue split and not pay college athletics $1 million a year into the companies where you can save that $1 million and have it in-house? Not to say that the numbers work everywhere. In some places it might make sense to outsource, and other places it may not, obviously depending on the numbers. But what do you need to have another vendor do it for you? It just makes no sense. And obviously number 3, it's come on now, let's just all be on the same squad and not have rivalries between development, ticketing, and so forth. All the nightmares I hear of the GM of ticket sales being a middleman between the liaison of the athletic department and their boss. That's one thing I hated about the outsourcing agency at Bowling Green, University of Illinois. Great people I worked for, but why be the middleman? If somebody has a different strategy, then it's about making money, it's about this, then the GM's in the worst position possible, and I don't miss that. But more importantly, I want to discuss the tweet I talked about on vlog 1, and that somebody mentions to me. So actually, I didn't come up with this tweet that I mentioned. Actually, somebody direct messaged me. That person will remain anonymous out of privacy for him. But he really caught my attention, and I'm going to read this tweet I posted about a month ago. College athletics hires Learfield to sell tickets. That's one company. Okay. who brings in Elevate to help. Elevate's a great company. They are owned by the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, Al Guido, Sean Doss, like, are on fire right now with it, doing a fantastic job, right? So they're helping create different revenue streams in college athletics, and they partner with IMG Learfield, okay? So, okay, that's fair. Who then brings dynamic pricing partners to distribute the tickets. I'm not crazy about DPP, but I do give Jonathan Marks, all the credit in the world, what he's built there. I think he's done a fantastic job on the biz development front, and I think he's one of the best sales folks in college athletics right now. So kudos to him. He may not think I like him, but I give credit when credit is due. He's done a great job scaling that company. But DPP distributes their tickets to a company called Logo Tickets, which is their automation platform, where it's easier for bulk tickets to be distributed in a ticketing automation system, right? And then the last company they give that to from Logo Tickets is called Broker Genius, where they price. That's where the trouble starts, where basically it's a up and down, not all the time, up and down. So for an example, for people that just getting to learn, so basically price automation it makes it very easy for ticket brokers and the big consolidators in the world to really price tickets and not have to be on it 24/7. So basically, let's use the New York Yankees for example. New York Yankees have a $45 infield center ticket. It's $45. Automatically on Broker Genius, a dynamic pricing partner of the world, just as an example, would price that down to $44 so they would get the sale faster, right? And if the game's not in demand, that ticket could keep falling all the way down to $6. So that's what I don't like about this model, is that college athletic departments are using 5 companies, right? Learfield, to Elevate, to DPP, to Logo Tickets and Broker Tickets. 5 companies, all for price automation that crashes markets. Does that make sense? No. Am I throwing these companies under the bus that are doing it? No. All 5 of these companies are very successful. Very successful companies. I'm throwing the college athletic administrators under the bus for not using just one company to handle their ticket sales price distribution. There's companies that already do that. All right, let me endorse some more. I hope they're going to pay me. Just joking. Eventellect can do that. One-stop shop. DTI Management can do that. One-stop shop. Just to name a few. Let me know your thoughts on that. If anyone wants to talk more about it, direct message me. We'll talk more about it if you disagree with what I just had to say. Take number 3, music festivals returning. Patrick Ryan from Eventellect tweeted out something interesting a few weeks ago about how there's like 40 music festivals happening from August through October. Now that puts a lot of pressure on the promoters to like be successful. So obviously like Lollapalooza in Chicago is going to do great. Austin City Limits in Austin, Texas will do great. Aftershock in Sacramento would do great. All the ones that have like a good brand that people are excited to go. But like those other like 35 on the list, like it's going to be a tough sell, because for music festivals, patrons fly to that destination and make it a vacation to attend a music festival. And like having all those festivals all in a 3-month span, like some of them aren't going to do very well. So it's going to be very important for music festival promoters to really come up with a plan, a marketing, a ticketing distribution plan, and really kind of like price it well. Otherwise, we're going to see these music festivals turn into a fry fest and crash and burn. And if you saw the documentary Fry Fest, it was a complete you-know-what hole. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's pretty much about a promoter that over-leveraged and went bankrupt, and people were basically camping out in tents in like really bad situations with no food, etc. And it was just a complete disaster. So I'm a big music festival fan. I've always wanted to like attend some. I definitely want to get to Coachella one day. I want to get to Burning Man. What festivals do you guys want to get into? So let me know. We're going to talk a lot more about music festivals throughout the summer and fall as we get closer to those. But that's about all the time we have this week. Let me know your thoughts. I want the good, the bad, the ugly. My DMs on Twitter are open 24/7. We're now across social media. We're on Instagram, so you can find me anywhere. And most importantly, guys, remember to keep it lean and clean. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Monday.